Yeah, tell a little bit more about those ripple effects and how people's lives change. Like, is it just like physically their lives are changing, or how do you see how is that showing up for people?
Well, I am going to throw that question back to you
Mhm.
because you've experienced my work, and so maybe you could speak to
Yeah.
that. I don't know if you
Okay.
observed that in your
Yeah.
own.
I would love to tell a little bit about my experience with you. And so I've since I've known Ruti for years, I had the privilege of getting body work done, on years ago when I lived in Santa Fe. And I remember it being such a deeply relaxing experience, but it was relaxing in the way that it's like I'm not sleeping, like my mind is very awake and engaged, and I'm not napping, but I'm not awake, and it's this in between state. And I know there's from my studies of meditation, years of practice of meditation, I know there's you can get into these certain brainwave cycles that are like alert but deeply relaxed. And so I believe it's taking, your work takes people to those places of that like wakeful alertness, but deep relaxation of the body. And so I don't remember exactly why I went to you, what the outcome was, but I remember that like I know, especially for my own training, that our bodies can only heal if we allow our nervous systems to come to a place of rest and calm. And so the work that I did with you at that time was like, I know that was part of the work, is like, it's no matter how much self-care you do or how well you eat, if your nervous system is in that fight or flight stress mode, it's not going to heal. Your body's not going to heal, and things aren't going to move. And, things will just the body will compensate for what it has. So fast forward to now, and I've had a couple of sessions with you, and they've been different, but both very profound and interesting. So I laid down on my bed in my office, and we were just face to face, like Zoom. You could see my body. And it was very easy for me to, I think, because I'm comfortable with you, Ruti, and I've done this work with you before. I just was in such a deep state of relaxation so quickly. And this is a time of the day when my son generally naps, and I don't, if I do take a nap, I'm just kind of like laying there. It's not like, it doesn't feel that, it just feels like, okay, whatever. But when we were working together, it was like so deeply relaxing. Like I could just feel myself kind of sighing out like stuck energy. And the first time we did it, I know, because you, as also Ruti is a Qigong practitioner and instructor. So Ruti has a really deep background in the meridian system, the Chinese meridians, and knows about the different pathways and yin and yang and the primary channels. And so you were working on the gallbladder and the liver and these energies and these organs. And after that session, I had a very profound detox reaction. So I had been feeling, fine before our appointment. I felt super relaxed during it, and then after, I had a bit of like I could just feel, I was like, I need a lot of water. I want some green juice. Like I had a little bit of a headache actually. There was just a bit of a detox happening. And then the next day, I felt great. And so it was really interesting to see that and experience like, okay, I don't know what's happening, but something major shifted in me. And then we had a session a couple weeks later, and it was again deeply, profoundly relaxing. And there were just certain moments during our work together that like I could, like at one point, like my hip popped, and another point, like something released, like I just felt like something released in my chest. And so I'm amazed that I could feel the work that you were doing like physically. Um, but then after the sessions, like kind of outside of the work, what I've noticed is that, things that I have been stuck on for years, like even in terms of my own business and growing my online business and transitioning in the way that I have because of the pandemic, um, things that I've been feeling stuck are just starting to flow now. And there's a lot of momentum in my life, and there's a lot more, it just seems like doors are opening up for me, and there's a lot of this possibility and and it's just interesting because I know that's happening alongside of the work that we're doing together.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a great experience, and it's such a great thing that you're doing right now because, so many people, um, have lost a lot of their self-care tools. And so we're just talking about how with the pandemic, a lot of people have lost some of their self-care practices, whether it was going to a yoga class in that community aspect or going to get acupuncture or body work. And these are all these amazing things, but they're in our external reality and we can't do them. So it's like whatever work we can do internally right now seems so important. And a lot of that falls into what we're doing in our day-to-day life. But having you, Ruti, to be able to continue that energy work and that internal work, I think is like such a gift right now.